All right. So, what? This is technically either the way you look at it, it's either a third or a 15th or a first
I mean,
podcast
technically,
episode, whichever way you
well,
want to look at it.
I feel like technically we could say this is season 2, although it
Okay.
was an
Yeah,
extended
yeah, yeah, yeah.
hiatus, right?
That's one way to say it. Yeah, absolutely.
An extended hiatus.
Yeah,
So,
for
yeah.
sure. Ah. So what should we inform the people of since our last go at this? Um
Oh, that's easy.
they didn't know it.
We haven't gotten any better at it.
Oh, that's your opinion. I think we've gotten phenomenal
Okay.
at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yes, because we've talked some of the talking points that we're gonna do. We're gonna cut the dead air. It's going to be more fluid. You're not gonna you're gonna try to process quicker. And even if you don't, like with this thing, I could pause it and then just kick back into it again, and we're adding video.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, we could start with the story if you want. We could start with the story of how one of the reasons why it took us so long to come back is I was going to get a MacBook Air, right?
Is that one of the reasons? Is that the only one we're going to tell them?
Well, that's the only one we're going to tell. But I was going to get one.
Okay.
And then I was slow on getting one, and then you had informed me like, "Listen, man, when we doing this?" So I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna surprise him. I'm gonna shock him. I'm gonna go and get it." And then I think I had gotten it, and then the next day, on the way back from work, I don't even know what conversation we were having, but it just in my head, you had said something about Google Chrome or something, or Google. And I was like, I have a Chromebook.
I was like, you can use Edge, Firefox, anything but Safari. And then you were just like, oh man, so maybe this could have worked on my Chromebook. And I'm like, Chromebook? Yeah, I got a Chromebook like a couple Christmases ago. I ain't open that
shit. Yeah.
Talk about first world problems. I got a computer somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why I need it. I got an iPhone.
Well, to be fair,
if this thing worked on Safari, we wouldn't continue to do this.
True, but also, all right, still first world problems. But I didn't ask for the Chromebook, so it was legit a surprise. I didn't ask for it, so like here's the thing: you appreciate the gift. You appreciate it. You like it. Someone was thinking about you, thinking of something that you like, right? And that's fantastic. But if like someone got you something, you'd still appreciate it. But if it's not something you thought you needed or were looking for or whatever, then that's not going to be something that's forefront in your mind to then go and use, especially if you have other things that kind of replace that, I guess is what I'm saying.
No, you're right.
And this was before we were doing the podcast. So I never thought of like needing a Chromebook.
Never. Like literally never. To the point when we did this, we had to use 2 of my laptops for the old one.
Yeah.
We could have been using this Chromebook the
whole time. Yeah. Because it was at my house.
We can't go back and change things, like radical acceptance. I'm not gonna do that gibberish on here. At least I don't think so. And it's not gibberish. That was me deflecting. All right, enough work talk. So what have you guys missed in my life? Absolutely nothing. It is still a shit show. I am still single. I'll edit that out.
Could you hear me when I coughed?
No, I didn't.
Okay, because I muted it and I didn't know if you could still hear me. I was like,
that was good. No, it was good timing. See, look, already better.
Yeah,
already better. Because the last time we had to
listen. Last time there was a lot of dead air. Hey, listen. To be fair, this is first episode, season 2, after extended hiatus. So we're just getting back into the swing of things. So I don't know how long this episode is going to be. We're gonna talk about some things, and then maybe set some stuff up for next episode. Make sure that it's not. We're gonna be more consistent with it. I think
we better be, because if not, I'm sending you a bill.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is. I think we need to sit down and figure out like how many episodes we're gonna do, and then like if we're gonna take any breaks or if we're gonna go straight through. You know what I'm saying? Like, we make sure that we're like, okay, we're gonna do 8 episodes consistently,
right?
And then we might take a break, and then we'll do another X amount or whatever it is.
Okay.
So we don't feel because we have our jobs and we have our stuff going on. So I don't want to feel either one of us feel like pressure that we got to get it. Like, I want it to be fun.
And that's why even when stumbling upon this, they're not our sponsors yet, but if anybody wants to do this, StreamYard is the way to go. It's a great platform that works on multiple browsers and multiple devices. You can invite people, have them come in, do a little cute graphic stuff like this, and they allow you to edit and put some styles and stuff like that. So check out StreamYard, put in the code eClass, and maybe you'll get something.
Yeah, that was nice. That was good.
That's what it's gonna sound like when they do give us.
Yeah. It'll be like a voiceover.
And the code won't be eClass. It'll be Streams of Gray or something like that,
or something. Although no, I feel like eClass. I feel like that's more well known. So I think.
You think it goes?
Yeah, we keep that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it at the meeting.
Yeah.
For marketing. Yeah. So fantasy football is coming up, and as some of you don't know, I am a 2-time champion, back to back, and I am trying to three-peat.
I don't know what you want me to say to that, because I'm at a loss for words.
Are you? You've been here before. How are you at a loss for words?
Because I feel like that I've been close the last couple of years and just struggled. I've been on the cusp. I think this year is going to be different. I think I'll make a run.
Okay.
I think I'm the only person in the league that has won 3 times.
I'm trying to be like you, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying
to be like you. That's what I'm saying. How you have a loss for words?
Listen, I'm trying to add number 4. I'm trying to be like the Patriots. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
That's cool. We'll figure out who I am. Got it. Cool.
So I mean, just to pivot that from that real quick. So how do you think you guys are going to do? I know you didn't want to talk about it last year, but how do you think you're going to
talk about it this year?
I mean, you got to at least. What do you think?
Go Eagles.
Okay, well, listen, we're not talking about the Eagles. I bleed green. I'm hoping my team does well. But what do you think about your Patriots? You think? How about this? You think they make the playoffs?
If they don't, we're a bigger joke than the Jets.
I feel like that's a bold statement, but I'll allow it. I feel like it's a bold statement, though. Because technically, I mean, they're still rebuilding.
You saw the schedule.
I didn't. Who do they have? I purposely haven't looked at the schedule.
All right. Their schedule, if you want to be high hopes, 5 losses. If you're like blind to facts, right? 5 losses. A reasonable person says 6 to 7. And we make it.
Let's. You know what it is too is we're going to have like another computer next to us to pull up stuff.
Oh, like, man, I just gotta get better at this. Like, I know there's a way I can pull everything up. Yeah. Oh shit! Look, it just all popped up. Yeah.
Let's see. You got? All right. I'm at the Patriots right now.
Yep.
All right. So let's. All right. So how about this? I'm gonna read them down. You tell me win or loss.
Wait.
All right.
Am I being my typical self, or am I being a stereotypical Patriots fan?
So I want you to be somewhere in between. I want you to be try to be objective.
I'll be somewhere in between. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna name the team they're playing, and then well, we're gonna try. I mean, the 17 game season. So Raiders week 1.
Win.
Okay. Dolphins week 2.
Wait, where are we?
Okay.
Are they?
You are at Miami.
Oh, loss.
Okay. So you're 1-1 right now, you're saying. Okay. Week 3, Steelers.
Loss.
Okay. Week 4, Panthers.
Win.
Okay, so you're 2-2. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1-1,
No, yeah.
1-2, 2-2. All right. So then you got the Bills.
Loss.
Okay. So 2-3. Saints.
Win.
3-3. So we're split right now. Titans.
Win.
4-3. Browns.
Win.
5-3. Falcons.
Win.
6-3. Bucks.
Loss.
6-4. Jets.
Win.
7-4.
And look for the other one and just add another win to whenever we receive them.
Bengals.
Loss.
So 7-5. At Cincinnati.
Okay, yeah. Loss.
So 7-5. Giants.
Win.
8-5. Bills.
Where are we this time?
New England.
Oh, okay, win.
So that's 9-5. Ravens.
Loss.
9-6. Jets.
Win.
10-6. You finish off at home against the Dolphins.
Win.
So you feel okay. So you think 11-6. Okay. So if you're saying 11-6, I'm saying that's good enough to make the playoffs.
Like I said, I was thinking like 7 as like the loss, right? Like the Bills one is the toss up, right? Like that's the one where it's like depending where it is. I remember the first one was away in Buffalo. We weren't going to take that one, right? Like, but then it's like the gel is finally happening, and then it becomes a pressure game for both teams, and Vrabel's going to get his excitement up, and like that team is going to show up because it's Josh McDaniels. It's what they know.
Do you think that
I almost said some. But yeah, so yeah.
So you think 10-6, 10-7 or 11-6 is what you're saying?
Yeah. Like if the Bills, because it comes down to the Bills, right? That's the only one, and it's just like if we're gonna win the division, we always lose to Miami, and it's always when we're away, right? Because then it's that first 2 weeks, it's still warm, like they're not. It's just not gonna happen, right? And even if it was the other way around, because even in December it's still warmer. Like something about Miami.
Yeah,
Patriots just get
it's like Miami with the cold. It's like Miami with the cold, right? The cold weather.
I don't want to talk about Miami right now.
Just saying. Although I will say that the Eagles have one of the tougher schedules right now.
Yeah, they have to. They got the tush push. League is mad.
Listen, I don't want to hear about that. That's
I'm just
every
stating
team.
fact.
Every team. Listen,
Every
every team can do it.
I'm not saying that every team can't do it. What I'm saying is they're like, okay, they do it well. They tried to push to get
Yes.
it stopped, and they couldn't get it
Yes.
stopped. So the owners
Yes.
threw around their little tantrums, and so they made sure that they had a tough schedule.
They do have a tough schedule.
I mean, either way, it was inevitable just because of what the Commanders have done. Like, it's a tough schedule. I don't know why Cowboys fans think this is the year, but that's what they think every year.
Well, here's the thing. We play the Cowboys the first game of the season.
Yeah.
And that could, I'll tell you right now, remember, you got to remember the first 3 weeks of the season are a toss up, right? They are.
Yep,
so I'm not like, here's the thing. Do I want my team to come out here and win? 100%. Could they go out there and lose opening week? Yes.
Absolutely.
100%.
And it won't phase them.
But so you got to, here's the thing though. The first 4 weeks of actually, let's look at the first 5 weeks. Okay. You got the Cowboys the first game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Second week, rematch in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs.
Of course.
Third week, rematch in the NFC Championship game against the Rams. Fourth week against the Bucks. Fifth week against the Broncos. And then just to mix it up, we got our second NFC East clash against the Giants. And then we got the Vikings, the Giants again, then the Packers.
Shut up.
Who again
they say the Commanders for the end. That's diabolical.
You ready? Oh no, it gets better. It gets better. You ready? So we play the Giants. So that'll be our third. That's our we play the Giants twice in 3 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. So that would be our three NFC East games, right? Division games. But then we play the Packers, then we play the Lions, then we play the Cowboys again, then we play the Bears, then the Chargers, Raiders, Commanders, then the Bills, and then to end the season with the Commanders. Play the Commanders 2 times in 3 weeks to end the season. We have a hard schedule.
I told you.
We have a hard schedule.
They were pissed.
So
they are pissed about the tush push, and you guys took away the Chiefs from being able to go and have the new GOAT discussion, all that other stuff. Travis Kelce started looking like a regular white boy, and they mad.
Listen,
you messed up their money.
True. But listen, this is the thing. My thing is I understand everyone. People are creatures of like in the moment, right? And Patrick Mahomes, all he does is go to AFC Championship games and win, right? But he's been to so many already in his.
Let's talk about that. Who's in his division?
Well, no, I'm just saying he's been. Oh, I know, but he's been. But here's the thing: the reason why I say it doesn't matter is because back in the day, I hate to say back in the day, but back in the day with the Patriots, that was a lot of haters. Same reasoning. Who's in the AFC East? Because for a lot of years, the Dolphins weren't good, the Jets weren't good, the Bills weren't good. You had sprinkles of years where they were right, where they had some competitive teams and some good teams, but for the most part, they weren't good. But you know what I would say to that, and this is me as an Eagles fan, they can only play the games that are put on the schedule in front of them. You either go out there and you're going to do one or two things. You're either going to win the game or you're going to lose the game. And Tom Brady and the Patriots won a lot more than they lost. It's the same thing when they would say Tom Brady can't throw the long ball, or Tom Brady, all the Patriots do is do slants or screens, then stop it. I'm an Eagles fan, and I would say that. Stop it then. If it's so easy to stop, then stop it. So, listen, I don't have to like the Chiefs, and I don't like the Chiefs, but do I still feel like there were some iffy calls that were made in certain games? Sure. Still going to play the game.
There's no There was no denying that last season. Like,
I know.
that was some wild stuff.
So switching topics.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got?
Switch gears. Oh God, I was really about to go political, but we never do that here, so we're just gonna.
We don't, and I feel like that would be maybe like if we were gonna talk about that stuff, that'd be some episodes down the line.
Yeah, no, I'm never gonna do it. Let me tell you right now, like never.
That seems like yeah.
I'd rather be recorded and read my text messages out loud. It's just before we talk about politics.
Yeah.
It's
a dicey subject.
Yeah,
it's a dicey subject.
Do we go straight geek or do we save Secret Wars for another day?
Well, why don't we? We could save. Okay.
Well, we'll just go real quick. How do you feel about the reset?
So you heard about that too?
Yeah, everybody heard about that. The fact that I heard about it means everybody heard.
Okay, so I'll try and keep this as brief and concise as I possibly can, because sometimes I go off on a little bit of tangent, especially when it's stuff that I'm passionate about.
No.
Yeah, not me.
Not you.
So I was watching a video, and he brought up a good point. He said, like in the comics, right? In comics, the age of the characters are whatever the writer needs them to be. So whether Iron Man is younger, whether Iron Man is older, same thing, to suit the story that they're trying to tell. With movies, they can't do that because the actors are going to age, right? That's just what's going to happen. And if you think about it, even though he hasn't been in a lot of films in recent years, Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. I think Chris Evans is coming back in Secret Wars, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, all of them are coming back. That means they would have been almost 20 years in the MCU. Like 15, 20 years. That's a long time. Like I was looking at today, Chris Evans is 44. Like Chris Hemsworth is going to be 42. So like they've been doing this for a long time. So what I heard is like they're going to do Secret Wars, kind of have this nice send off probably about a lot of people that we get to see again. And then I think when they do the reset, they're going to recast Steve Rogers. So they're going to put another actor in. But it's going to still be that Captain America is not going to be like a new Captain America from a different timeline. Right. It's going to be this Captain America that we've always known, just a different actor playing it. Like James Bond. James Bond is always James Bond, but a different actor plays him. Same thing.
Yeah.
So how do I feel about it? I feel like it's inevitable. I think that people don't like change. I'm one of them a lot of times. But I think it's gonna be like you're gonna have to, if you want good movies to come out and have it happen, you got to roll with it. Because Robert Downey Jr., as much as he was born to play Tony Stark, he can't play Tony Stark forever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where that's my point. That's my 2 cents on it, and I'll stop there. What do you think?
Now, as the polar opposite of you, I normally love change, right? Because I'm just like, it's the potential for it to be better. And that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. Like, I'm like, reset makes sense. Cool. I'm glad it came out because it just stops the comparisons a little bit. Like, they're still going to happen, but it stops the comparisons. And I just keep looking at it as like, at Joker, Jack Nicholson was the epitome of Joker, right? Mark Hamill was the epitome of cartoon Joker. Heath Ledger blew our fucking minds with that. So it's like we have the chance to have somebody blow our minds and bring it to like a whole nother level. So I'm all for that. So, and I'm super excited because secretly I want to see what happens with Black Panther.
Yeah, I think the difference. Yeah. I think. Listen, at the end of the day, I'll say two quick things about that. I think that I understand. So there's precedent for Shuri being Black Panther because for a short time in the comics she was Black Panther. So that kind of made sense. It was the easiest route for them to go. Mm-hmm. But I do think that because I do think it was even though people kind of knew it was happening, I think it was a shock to see it because of the way that Chadwick Boseman, how he gave up the role of T'Challa. It wasn't by choice. I think that's the difference. Right. I think when Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans and stuff, when they stepped down, it was by choice. And if they come back in these movies, as we know he's coming back as Dr. Doom, but we might see him again, a version of him as Iron Man one last time. So seeing them play those roles is going to be like their swan song and them bowing out, which is like, okay, right? To Chadwick Boseman, we didn't get that. So I think that's why it was I think that's also why so many people wanted Michael B. Jordan to take over as Black Panther. Because he had that connection from the movie that he shared with Chadwick Boseman. And I think it would have been an easier transition for people to kind of see, especially with the story, how it was told in that first movie, you know?
Yeah.
It would have been interesting to see him as Black Panther trying to coexist with these other heroes while also trying to keep Wakanda like first. But while also trying to like coexist with these other nations.
Did you get a chance to watch Ironheart yet?
I have not. I've been on one of my. Here's the thing. I think it's only like 6 episodes, right?
Yep.
Okay. I will watch it before the end of Saturday. Sunday.
Okay.
I'll watch it before the end of because I figure if I can watch a couple episodes a day, I can get it done, and then we'll save that and be able to discuss it.
Okay.
For the next podcast. So I'll do that. I've heard. So you said you liked it. I heard some other people liked it. I did hear some other people were like meh about it, but liked certain things about it.
Yeah, it's one of those like if they did details so well, and that's all I'll say. Right.
Okay.
Then, yeah. All right.
I did hear something.
Topic to be.
I just want to just touch base, just because I know you like this character, so I'm gonna say one thing I heard it today. Is that Sony, because they still have the rights to Spider-Man, so they have a deal with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously still have a deal, since they have a deal with, like, they control Spider-Man. That means they also control Miles Morales as Spider-Man. They want to do a live action Miles Morales and have him be like team up with Tom Holland Spider-Man. However, they've already told Marvel they're not willing to do that until Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out, and Beyond the Spider-Verse has been delayed. And so we might not. So it's been. So now they're saying it's delayed again. So they're saying we might not get Miles Morales live action until 2028 or after. So, yeah. So I just wanted to. So I mean, some good news about seeing a live action version of Miles Morales, but bad news that it's going to get delayed. So, yeah. It's going to be all right, man. It's going to be okay. I think.
It's not going to be okay. Because I was supposed to find out what happened this year. Right?
Yeah, no, you got to wait.
Then they said 2026. And I was like, all right, I got stuff to do. I don't know if I'm going to be here 2028. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how listen, I mean, I'm just saying, it's no different than Soul Leveling.
I watched it again.
Yeah. Listen,
I can't now.
You know how I know they're doing the wrong thing is because you're the one that usually is like, nah, take your time. They should take their time and wait. We talked about this off camera, and you were like, no, they need to make it sooner. So like, I know that they're doing the wrong thing because like you yourself are always like, yo, be patient so they could do it right. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, they set a bad precedent giving me season 1 and season 2. Like, no, that's what you do from
Are
now
you?
on.
Let me ask you a question. Do you want me to let you borrow those books? I got to get them from.
Yes.
If you really want me to, then I got to get them from Al.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
I'll get them from Al.
Yeah, it's gonna have to happen.
And I'm not gonna lie. I just got the newest volume. I haven't read it yet though.
I need to know.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to know this way. Like Harry Potter, I didn't mind waiting because I never read those books. But
I read the first 2.
Yeah. I don't think I want. I know I don't want to wait for Solo Leveling. I know I don't.
Here's the thing. I'll tell you this. Reading the books and then seeing Solo Leveling, like on the anime, didn't take away from it. It actually made me more excited to see how it would play out from the page.
Yep.
To that. And so, and the thing is, they actually they tweak certain things from the book to the show. Some things they add, and some things they leave out, but it makes it work. And the voice actor of the English dubbed, he ad-libs some things, which is really cool.
Yeah, which is dope. Yeah.
So like when he heard like in the episode where he tells him to arise and you hear the echoing of other people saying arise.
Yeah.
That was his idea.
Yeah.
To do it for the, so I thought that was, little touches like that. So I think you'll like it. Yeah.
Mm.
So.
Yeah. What topic do you have?
All right. So just to stay on it, because I did want to touch on it because before we see it. So what is your thoughts about Fantastic Four?
Not
what do you
damn thing.
Do you
nothing?
Do you have okay? So are your expectations like medium?
My expectations are. Oh shit! I forgot her name. It's got to be better than the one Chris Evans was in.
Which one?
Wasn't Chris Evans in Fantastic Four?
Oh,
wasn't
you
he,
mean the
Flame?
Yeah, he was Human Torch in the first 2 Fantastic Four movies for the modern age. Yeah.
Like it's just got to be better than that. That's it.
So what I've heard the visuals are fantastic. I heard the story is really good.
Oh,
and I heard
I heard the.
Well, here's what I heard that
get it.
Well, I didn't even know. I didn't tell you said it. That's stupid.
Yeah. I was like,
No. So I heard. So what I guess what they did is they did something that Superman did. Okay, and I want to touch on that really quickly. Is what movies have been doing is releasing 30 like to a smaller crowd, releasing 30 minutes of footage and letting the crowd decide how they feel about it. Now, some films will release the first 30 minutes, and other films like the Fantastic Four, they'll release just 30 minutes. So that's just spliced together. So it might not be a continuous, like from the first 30, it might just be pieced together that way. Do you know what I'm saying? And so it was all really good, like reviews based on those 30 minutes and like really like done well. Like even like Galactus and like Pedro Pascal being Mr. Fantastic. Like they said the chemistry between the family members was great. And remember, I wasn't a big fan of Pedro. I love Pedro Pascal, but I wasn't a big fan of him being cast as Reed Richards. So I'm trying to keep an open mind, I guess.
Listen, I know people are talking about Pedro Pascal fatigue, and I don't care because it's kind of old to him. I'm like, y'all didn't remember him in Equalizer 2, so why do you care now?
He also was in Game of Thrones, by the way.
Like, so why do you care now? Like, it's just like, let him do it.
I just you know what it is? I just think sometimes because he's been his star, like he's been around for many years, but I just think it's because his star is rising so fast recently. I probably in his mind not fast because he's been doing this for but
a while. Yeah.
For everyone else, the perception is everything. Right? So he's perception is everything. He's been everywhere. He's been in all of these different movies, all of these different TV shows, just everywhere. So then it's kind of hard to sometimes when someone's out there like that and in so many different things all at once, it's kind of hard to sometimes like differentiate like, oh, that's Pedro Pascal. It's hard to get it. To me, I can understand where it's like hard to kind of like get that to suspend your belief, like, you know what I'm saying, like to be like he is Mr. Fan, he is Reed Richards. Oh, but over here, like he was just in Gladiator 2, right? Like he's been in. So it's hard. Sometimes it might be hard to separate the two. Where it's like, how do I? So I get where.
Are you saying people are having a hard time understanding that this is the way?
Mandalorian. That was good. That was a nice. I like that. I can't be mad about it. I'm gonna give that to you. I'm not even mad about it. Let me give it to you. Yeah. That was good. You know, I feel like I walked into that. You let me set myself up, and you just like just knocked it out the park.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say though, when it comes out on streaming, we'll watch it together and then we'll do a review because I want to see, because I know my review. I want to see what your review is. So I saw Superman and I saw it more than once. And my score did not change. It actually sort of kind of fluctuated higher. I was okay with James Gunn's vision of how he presented Superman.
Okay.
It was the closest thing to kind of like comic book-ish.
All right. I'm going to just ask this question. Is it a love story?
No.
Okay. Then
there's
already.
So here's the thing. I will talk. Well, here's the thing. Lois Lane is so not necessarily in the movie, but just in Superman, like the mythos, the lore. Lois Lane is an important part in like Clark Kent / Superman's life. So she's gonna play a huge factor. Like even like maybe not in the movies, but I think in the movies, depending, she's gonna be around. So like you kind of have to. That romance stuff part of it is gonna be sprinkled in there.
That's fine.
So you got.
But my beefs with the older Supermans were like it was almost too much about Lois Lane.
Do you mean the ones with Christopher Reeve?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can understand that. I would say
and then my beef with the Henry Cavill one is
what about
they compacted too much in the movies and treated epic storylines like a season.
Well, are you talking about Man of Steel, or are you talking about Batman vs Superman?
I'm talking about Batman vs Superman because they threw Doomsday in the middle of that shit.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I 100% agree with you. I was thinking about this the other day before, like thinking about the podcast. If we touched on this, I think that as much as some of the things Zack Snyder, I don't think did right, it was his own vision. And I thought some of the stuff was interesting and some of the stuff I did like, and it did have a darker tone. The one thing I wish that, and we'll never get it, is I wish we could have seen his vision wrapped up, meaning his whole vision out on screen, whether that be in theaters or on HBO Max or anything like that. I wish we could have seen it, because I think we got a taste of it when we got to see his Justice League movie, like the way he had his vision. Because remember, we watched that together, and you were like, "Yo, that was different." That I liked.
It was the first DC movie outside of Batman that they didn't fuck up.
Yeah,
like the way, and I'm so glad that I saw the first one, and then saw the Snyder cut, where I was just like everybody, thank God, that's probably the only highlight of the pandemic, right? Is that they were able to do that.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, man, I got hyped up for nothing. But then it's like, no, I didn't get hyped up for nothing when I saw Snyder Cut. That was what was supposed to happen. And then, God bless him for being like, yo, I got to be there for my daughter. Peace.
Yeah.
Right.
And but Josh Whedon just absolutely destroyed that movie. Josh Whedon, right, he destroyed that.
And it was just bad. It's the executive's fault. Just still wait. You guys could have waited.
Yeah. Yeah. But I will say it's very different. Superman. So let me just break this. The first 30 seconds of the film. The first 30 seconds of the film, it lets you know these things. And by the way, it's 30 seconds of the film or a minute of the film, guys. It's been out for a couple weeks, so slight spoilers. Calm down, and it's all good. But the first minute of the film, it just there's a scene of Antarctica, right? They're showing you that scenery, and basically it tells you metahumans exist. This is the first time this is 3 centuries ago. This is when they first came about. It ushered in the era of gods and monsters, and then it will say 30 years ago, an alien baby was sent on a ship that crash landed on Kansas. 3 years ago, a being called Superman made himself known to the world. 3 months ago, whatever happened. 3 weeks ago, this happened. 3 minutes ago, Superman just lost for the first time. And then it shows him smashing into the ground in the Antarctic, which is from the trailer. It tells you so much in that little paragraph. So they're not going back and telling an origin story. They've already established that he exists. They already established that the relationships that he has with Jimmy Olsen, Perry White, Lois Lane, they all exist. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can see their interactions, but they already exist. So we're not retconning those things and telling the same story over again. That part I liked. Okay. So yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why I want to watch that, I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why I want to watch that when it comes on streaming, we'll watch it together. You're gonna like Mr. Terrific.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna
normally
like Mr. Terrific.
I do.
And
normally I do.
Well, yeah, but this one is very close to the comics of what I remember.
Okay, good.
So
okay,
you're gonna like.
Let me ask you: is it better than the Arrow one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hands down. So let me touch on this. And I don't know if they've established this in James Gunn's universe yet, because they haven't specifically said or not. But in the comics, there's different, people have different ideas of how smart he is, Mr. Terrific. But the idea is he's like the third smartest man in the world or something crazy like that. There's a lot of talk back and forth. Right, that he's like the third smartest man. He is super smart. And they show that in this story, but they also show where he gets stuck a little bit, but there's reasons why. It kind of makes sense. Where the Arrowverse one, they touched on more of his intellect throughout, but it was more street level, right? Because they fought a lot of street level enemies.
Right.
So but I think with the Arrowverse, Mr. Terrific, he touched more of his intelligence more than anything else. He did some of the fighting later on in the seasons, but He was more like behind the scenes for a long time. So
yeah,
whereas this Mr. Terrific is not.
Okay.
So, and each person in the film, like the supporting characters, I feel like got enough time. It made sense, and it made you want to see more of them. I think you're going to enjoy it. I think you're going to enjoy it, but I want to watch it with you, and I specifically haven't given you my score because I'm going to wait until we watch it, and then because I want to see what your score is.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Just very happy if you made it all this way. Thank you for supporting us. Streams of Gray's back. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of this night figuring out all the links that I can post this on and whatnot. And coming soon, we will do one of these live on Instagram. So,
okay.
Yeah. That might be it might be fun. We get to see what questions we get in there. Because we can have an audience. So
yeah.
Be on the lookout for that, everybody. Thank you. Later.
Thank you. See you.